thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be working on solving simple equations. So the equation that I have picked is 3x minus 9 equals 18. So what we want to start off by doing is isolating the variable, which in this case is x, but it can be y, z, or whatever. So we want to go ahead and isolate the x by finding the number that is not attached to it, which is obviously not 3 because 3 is attached to the x through multiplication, so we're left to work with the negative 9. So what we want to do with this negative 9 is find the opposite operation. So because it's a minus in front of the sign, it is negative 9 or minus 9. We want to do the opposite of the subtraction sign with the opposite operation. So basically if it was multiplication, we would do division, and if it was division, we'd do multiplication, and vice versa. Or plus, it would be subtract, subtract would be plus. So in this case, it would be plus 9. And then just like a fraction, when you have 3 over 6 and you divide 3 by 2, whatever you do to that 3 on the top, you do to the bottom. So whatever you do to the top, you do to bottom in the fraction, except in this case, it's whatever you do to the left, you do to the right, and vice versa. So now we're going to add the negative 9 to the plus 9 and it equals 0, so we can just automatically remove that, and then 18 plus 9 equals 27. So we're left with 3x equals 27 because you don't have to write the 0. Now we want to go ahead and isolate this x even more. So 3 is connected to x through multiplication, just like 3 and, for example, 4, which is not the equation answer, but we're just using that as an example. You don't have to write the parentheses for the x though, because you obviously know it's a variable and that it's just multiplication, and that's the symbol. So since it's multiplication, you want to do division, so you're going to divide this 3 by a 3 to make it 1. So you're left with 1 times x, and you can just write x because 1 times x equals x, just like 1 times 8 equals 8 and 1 times 4 equals 4. So again, whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So we're going to divide the 27 by 3, which would equal x equals 9. So if the x is in fact 9, this should work out when we're checking our work. So we're going to go ahead and write 3 and then 9 in parentheses, which means multiplication, minus 9 equals 18. So now that we've written down on our board, we're going to go ahead and do 9 times 3, which is 27. So we're going to write 27 minus 9 equals 18. And 27 minus 9, in fact, is 18, and 18 does equal 18, so this equation is true. So indeed, our answer is x equals 9. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.